Y'all, welcome guys to the second half of this UGC Highlander match between the Inglorious broadcasters, now in red, and with a 2-1 lead versus unbelievably brave sweethearts. So yep, this has been an exciting match so far. Very back and forth and pretty tense. I mean, this mid fight is definitely going to be pretty clutch. See who can make the magic happen. Looks like Professor getting two backstabs. We just saw that last one in the distance, but just got some good stuff on Cayenne. And yep. So it looks like Inglorious Broadcast is going to take this middle fight. They've kind of been getting the upper hand on the middle fights, although definitely the sweethearts had kind of changed their tactics up a little bit, and we're starting to get better results for it. So red team, the broadcasters, are surging forward. And yeah, nice move by Polk though. And the red medic as well still has his Uber, now using it on Peter. And they are in the center of a firestorm though, so they're going to have to be careful as this fades. Yeah, Scout focusing down the medic. Perhaps could have moved a little bit closer to Peter to help him get the kill. Nice stuff to on Newman. That extinguisher is so badass. When I first heard about it, I was like, wow, that is awesome. Just think if we were still living in the past, how lame some of these classes would still be. Because, I mean, shout out to the Pyros out there. But they got a lot more versatility now than they used to have before. Let's just say that. So a little bit of standoff. Broadcasters hanging back. And just a little bit of pokey. So if you're just joining us, obviously we've already had one half of this game. Also, just to re-stress the offer from Netflix for a free trial, but please definitely use our referral link. And it's not like you have to watch this video before you can use our referral link. So that was he telefragged him. Oh my God, you just got owned, bro. That is hilarious. That is how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. You sap it. Oh yeah, Cow Beef shows his appreciation. We get the cat face in return as well. It's cat face, everybody. So yeah, you can still just pass around that Netflix code if you know anybody who needs a free trial. Like I said, those guys are awesome, and that's they're gonna support us for you guys signing up. So definitely check that out. Still kind of standoffy, but both teams have the Uber now. Cow Beef surely going to get his teleporter back up and going. And looks like we got a push here on the right-hand side. Wow, Peter's Man's Bridge going down. But good pressure on the point there. There's a back cap in effect. But the Scout on the point is going to tie, or no, make it 3-1. For the broadcasters. So definitely a nice little lead for them. Let's see what the blue team can do to get it going on. If not, speedy jumps, very important for the demo man. There's a nice one. And get to the cliffs. Banny would have been there like 10 seconds ago. Just saying. Banny is one of the fastest demo man. Oh, good backstab. Red team still set up pretty well, but blue team's starting to come in there pretty hard. Blue team still with medic, red team without. But red team is starting to rally a little bit. Oh, spy on the medic. He pops Uber, which very smart decision. He was down to 30 health, so even another swipe or a revolver shot would have taken him out. But trying to finish this cap. I like that teleporter too. Good stuff. He probably didn't have to go back for metal, just dropped the teleporter and then just kept running forward. There's a couple spots you can pick up metal on the map. definitely a very smart, useful teleporter there by Calbeef. To Spencer as well, so he was really trying to set up camp. Professor Oak, man. We see some pretty good spying this game. I think that, you know, I kind of hate the Dead Ringer, but the Dead Ringer is super powerful, and the Dead Ringer just really allows you to get chance after chance after chance, you know? Like, you come in, you backstab somebody, and then you're running away, and they shoot you, and they're like, ah, goddamn, that spy. Well, at least we killed him. And then you, like, show up and backstab him again, you know? Good Spydar from Vincent Vega. I just saw that player over there. I don't know who he was disguised as, which class. It's like, something is not right about that dude. Red team has a pretty forward defense right now. I mean, this isn't defense. This is offense, basically. I mean, they're definitely not defending the second point. They're trying to get out of here and attack. And it's definitely, they're trying to throw blue team off their toes, but can't say that it's working out for them, as they've lost the vast majority of their team. Don Newman now going down as well to a snack attack, revolver attack. And Polk moving up with his medic through the ramp room. Very key. And again, I mean, this is something that I would have liked to see more forward pressure, you know. I think maybe their heavy was on the left side. Maybe that was what was going on there. Oh, that was a backstab, ladies and gentlemen. That was a backstab. You know, kind of looked a little funky, but as long as you're stabbing the back side of the player's model, you know, like off of a 180 plane, and your attack is connecting with the back, then that is backstab. So there we go. Blue team, that dispenser helping everybody stay healthy. Now pushing in with the Uber. Sniper, oh, goes down to the stab. Now trying to come in, but they know he's over there, so Mansbridge is on top of it, but oh, very good cap there. So that takes it to a 3-2 score line. And again, I mean, the red team was slow to jump in there, slow to react and get on top of the point. But if this was a warm front, where there is kind of, you know, like a plastic shield around the back of that control point, it's even more hard to get in there and protect the point against direct pressure. So warm front is really nice for that. I mean, I love cold front, but it's hard to argue against warm front's improvements. There's also changes to the second point that are very nice. And I think the Spy's been doing pretty good work here. Wiggles getting 2 kills. Second being a headshot on the blue engineer Hildreth. But blue team getting the capture. Definitely a big help for their spawn points now. Some action going on somewheres. Camera trying to find it. You can hear the snipers trading shots. Cowboy was trying to get really far forward and put up a gunslinger. Taken out though. Wow, nice kill by Don Newman. Very swiftly taking out that heavy. And once again, what we see on this map, the air blast being used by the Pyros to push the other player on top of the cliffs. But man, look at that fantastic back cap. Lucky Luke doesn't quite know where to fly to for a second there. Gets a little confusing sometimes, which side is red, which side is blue. And that was a great back cap. So I mean, red team, I think again, I think maybe they could even be more aggressive here. You know, the spawns, they got 5 seconds. I mean, they already captured this point with a fantastic back cap, but generally, if you get a back cap, you want to just keep pushing forward, because then you almost create more separation between the two waves of players, and that's really important. I think that concept is probably more important in Highlander, you know, to kill 3 people or kill 6 people, and then like while you kill those other 6 people, while they're dead and respawning, while they've been killed, excuse me, let's say 5 people. Then you go in and you kill, you know, 3 of the 4 players that are alive, And then all of a sudden, you know, you don't kill all of them. All those players are respawning. You still can't capture the last point. But then you have like another moment where now you can rally your team, and it's 9 versus 6. You know, because not everybody has respawned. But a good Uber here from red team. They're clearing things up. Yeah, and the blue medic goes down. So broadcasters now taking a 4-2 lead overall. Lucky Luke is, you know, just showing on the scoreboard right now. I gotta say, we're doing the commentary track. We might fix that in post-production if we have the time to do the edits. But also, I might just leave it in there as rendering times, uploading times is really a pain in the ass. Because you know, Lucky Luke's gonna have to waste another evening rendering this and then uploading it to his Dropbox. And that's just wasted time. So they had 2-1 in the last half, and they have a 2-1 advantage right now. So 4-2 for Inglorious broadcasters. Good pyro work right now, dealing out a lot of damage. And the demo man is burning, but looks like he is going to survive, no problem. 28 health. Coldfront, you know, but hopefully just like in the real world, at least for us in northern hemisphere, spring transitioning in, get out of that winter, dreary winter, into some warm weather. But, you know, so I think it'd be fun too if, you know, warm front, cold front could be like a seasonal thing. But, you know, the other big change of warm front that is a huge difference, kind of on this whole ramp room, you know, let's even looking at it right now, like this is where red sets up their defense. Like, you know, this is where you want to kind of start your defense. You can switch over to the center real easily, but the right side is such an important flank that you have to stay over here. But attacking into that ramp room can be very difficult. And I think this is interesting and very smart tactics by the Inglorious broadcasters. Blue team is just sitting back right now. And especially in Highlander, there's enough space here that if they're giving you the space to push onto the middle point, you should take the cliffs and you should go after them. They're using the Uber, and I think that they even, if they had pushed earlier here, they would have caught the blue team without Uber. And again, a bit of a misstep by the medic. I think he got the blue medic is who I was talking about. You know, he was holding on to his Uber. He was like, I don't have to Uber yet. I don't have to Uber yet. Let's back out. Let's back out. Let's back out. And the heavy's like, I guess. You know, and the heavy survived, but like, you had an Uber. You know, he's. Oh no, excuse me. He had a Kritzkrieg, but he should have Kritzkrieged. He should have Kritzkrieged the heavy. So that's all I was talking about. I did not realize. My apologies for not realizing he had the Kritzkrieg. Yeah, you should have Kritzkrieg the heavy. It's working out for him now though. Kritzkrieg is a lot faster pace and a lot more aggressive. And I think, you know, I think in Highlander, especially on these 5 CP maps, I think Kritzkrieg could be more effective. If you get good at just like scattering when the Uber comes in, you know, maybe on Badlands, you know, where they just Uber and then get on point and try to capture it. But Kritzkrieg is pretty awesome. Index coming around, kind of cleaning up the trash here. Blue team only a couple players up, not going to be able to finish this attack. Though they did a pretty good amount of damage to the red team. Red team now has a very strong Uber advantage though, and actually putting a little bit of pressure on the point. Yeah, this gunslinger is going to work out really well for him. You know, trying to counter. Oh, looks like a double kill there on the left-hand side. Soldier and scout. Good positioning by the medic, trying to stay alive. Finally taken out. It was actually a roller or a pipe grenade that took the medic out, but good work by the engineer there. And blue team just barely holding on to this point, but I've very much appreciated the aggressiveness of the blue team there. The red team, excuse me. The team switching back and forth, you know, just got used to calling them one name when they were that color. Now they've switched sides, confusing me. Professor Oak, nice backstab there for the broadcasters. And just trying to protect the teleporter there as the scout. Can't let that get sapped. This Especially, I mean, the engineer just respawned, so it's all right. But about halfway through this second half, and the unbelievably brave Sweethearts are going to have to start showcasing some of that braveness if they're going to want to get back in here and tie up the game. You know, 15 minutes, it's too fast, you know, 2 caps. It's about 7 minutes per cap, and it's going to be a little tough. But Kritzkrieg coming, oh, doing work. Oh! That first sticky got air blasted back at the demo man, but he followed it up with another 2 stickies, able to get the pyro. Wow, that was really good crits. And also a critically timed air blast. Oh, wow, air blast reflect. Wow. Professor Oak finished him off with a swipe. I was gonna call that he killed him, but then I realized it wasn't a backstab, and I was like, really? He was that low on health that he just got swiped down by a spy? And yes, he was. So they still have the Kritzkrieg. Red team is going to get the Uber here, but you know, Uber Kritzkrieg mechanics are very important, and if you play them right, it just highlights, showcases the strengths of the Kritzkrieg. So in this situation, what you got to do, you know that they just got Uber. Push in with your demo man. I'd say, like, just take your demo man in right now. Maybe another player to escort him, like your soldier, so that you can actually get a little bit of penetration into enemy territory. You know, you actually want to get into the turf. Here you go. Find the medic. Kill this soldier. There goes the soldier. Got to find the medic, though. Oh, yeah. And the medic popped Uber, kind of, I think just like, oh, we killed him, we killed their medic, everything's cool, okay, I'll pop the Uber, you know, like, he could have popped it a little bit earlier to save it versus the Kritzkrieg, but he was also very far back. Blue team's gotten cleared out. Let's see how Red's counter push goes in here. I still want to talk about Uber versus Kritzkrieg a little bit. So, you know, you got to get in there, force the medic to pop their Uber, and then back out with your medic. Because what happens is if you back out with your medic and your medic stays alive, you just force them to use their Uber, and you have a medic gun which charges faster than the Uber charge. So, I mean, even here where like both players ended up dying and the blue medic died first, so I mean, he got this, I know, red medic might not have died, but the blue medic is getting the Uber charge, the Kritzkrieg, sorry, the Kritz charge, before the Uber charge, or like about the same time. Now he's pushing in with it. And again, though, you got to stay alive. There's 2 things you have to accomplish if you're running Kritzkrieg. One, and, well, a lot you want to accomplish. Now we got the red team pushing forward here, so I want to commentate on this a little bit. Red team, good sap, good aggressive push out, ×5 on the second point, which really hampers the ability of the blue team to defend the middle point. If you are able to finish that cap before some of their players respawn, they respawn further back. So fast caps, very, very, very important. Red team pushing in here again. They do have the Uber. You know, popped it after he took a pipe. So, you know, safe pop. You always got to pop it, don't drop it. I've seen a lot of the Ubers be, you know, focused just on one player. The demo man, you know, was in a very dangerous position, and you've got to flash people when they're almost dead. You just got to keep them alive. Even if you don't get as much offensive attack with your Uber, if you can flash it around and save people, it's more important. Professor Oak has been tearing it up with some very clutch backstabs that have just totally diffused the offensive situation. So, I mean, blue team, you know, had control of the middle. They were doing well, but two clutch backstabs. Oh, going for a third. Oh, he does. He does get the third. You know, finally put to a stop. Get in him. Oh, yeah, you got to close the distance, Scout. So very, very exciting stuff, and a lot of technical stuff that I'm trying to talk about to highlight. Let's get back to the Kritzkrieg real quick. You want to make the enemy team pop Uber, or you want to get there before they have Uber. And if they have Uber, you should still just be aggressive with it, just to be in the habit. If you have the Kritzkrieg, if you have a charge, you got to be aggressive with it. If you make them pop the Uber with your Kritzkrieg, back out of there, keep your medic alive. Because if your medic goes down, then your charge is not going to restart again until your medic respawns. And at that point, if their medic is still alive, he's going to have the Uber again. But you've got to have the Kritzkrieg at an off Uber situation. So, I mean, blue team is starting to rally back here. They actually held on in the middle point there. Trying to get some force here. They got to watch out for that sniper, though. Got good sight lines. Takes out the pyro, and still not a ton of pressure on the sniper. Sniper versus sniper now. Hopefully some of these blue players are pressuring the last point. That's what they need. They need to get the pressure on there immediately. And that's why you don't go down the right-hand side. But I think they're losing their opportunity here. I mean, they're trying to build charge now. Now they're trying to be passive. But if the red medic is not up, then nobody's going to be overhealed. And any damage that you do is going to be more problematic for him, you know. So would have liked to see more aggressiveness from the blue team there, since, you know, they are the team that's losing here. But Uber charge, not Kritzkrieg. But they should be going in very quickly here as soon as they get this charge, because red team does not have the charge yet. Red spy getting behind here. See if Professor Oak can deal another blow of damage. Sentry gun taken down. Good Uber. Demoman just going straight for the point and now getting air blasted. Again, one air blast too many. You want to separate them, but you actually end up air blasting the medic over the point. Oh, the pyro. Oh, air blast. There it is. There it is. He was a little slow with the air blast there in one or two of those spots. But good air blasting there, and blue team, very nice pipe there. Yep, good stuff there from the blue team. I really enjoyed when they were running Kritzkrieg. Kritzkrieg is very potent, but if you don't keep your medic alive, you don't get that opportunity, that guaranteed opportunity to use a Kritzkrieg against no Uber charge, and that's what it's all about. Reflected rockets going back up at the cliffs, nice stuff there, and then in combination with their soldier. And so red team playing very defensively here. They just got to make sure it is a 4-3 scoreline for the Inglorious broadcasters. They just got to make sure that they don't let the blue team get another round here. So definitely, you know, they did not want to contest middle. They did not want to lose it in a bad way. You can see their engineers kind of already has some things set up here to help them defend from this position. You know, and I talked about, you know, having control of the cliffs being a good opportunity to push out. They are pushing out again here, but they gotta watch for a back cap here. Okay, yeah, blue team has decided to pull back to deal with this. You know, but I think definitely we've seen in the ESEA this season, it was check 6, I think, against Blight Gaming, and they actually kind of like let Blight push into middle through garage on granary, and then the whole X6 team just surged to the point, to the second point, and then back capped them with the whole team. Really a genius play. That highlights the fantastic strategery of X6 Gaming. I did say strategery, yes. So blue team is without their medic, so not really going to be able to attack. You know, I would love to see him go Kritzkrieg in this situation, charge it up, and then, you know, also you can try to pressure an Uber out of your opponent. Shout out to my lady Busty, let's hit. Hi. Pipes coming over the top. Wow, Don Newman, great reflect there. I think the pipe that he reflected was heading directly for his medic. And if they get control of the middle point here, they're going to be in a much better situation. Now, something too that I want to talk about. I'm not sure how that scout. Oh, he got sniped. But Hildreth doing very good work. His gunslinger was chattering along the whole time I was talking there. And blue team able to control the middle point. But again, get forward, get forward, get forward. The whole team should be pushing right now, you know, to try and pressure that second point. But maybe, you know, I don't know. The heavy's kind of far back with the demo man. You know, but the soldiers out here, but it seems like, you know, they got a Wrangler, they got other things. It seems like they could have been already pressuring this point a whole lot more. I like the Wrangler. Go for the... Oh, there it is. Right when he drops it. But he was backing up low on health and caught on fire. Great rocket there. Actually gives Don Newman the flamethrower kill. I was looking at that engineer's health as he retreated, and it was like 43 health. Got hit with the splash damage, down to 2 health, and then the flames killed him. So, but good attack by UBS now. And a lot of banged up players. Got to get some heals out there. I don't know where the medic is. Looks like he is actually just came out of ramp room. There he is. And does have the Uber. So this is going to be desperate defense for Inglorious broadcasters if they want to hold on to this. This has been an epic match thus far. Professor Oak trying to get a backstab. The demo man was Ubered. Girardi coming in. Good kill by Dag though on the blue sniper. Red team, man, is hurt. Blue team could probably just, you know, like crowbar their way into this last point. Brute strength. That Hildreth has gone down though, as has their medic, and losing the medic there is really an unfortunate loss. And in these clutch situations, you know, that's what it comes down to most of the time, is whether you can keep your medic alive, you know, to exert the charge, whatever it is that you're using, Kritzkrieg or Uber. So red team now has set up a pretty good defense here. They do have the charge, and sniper coming in actually at the same time as the spy is trying to attack. And wow, Dag with a very aggressive attack here, getting a triple kill. Wow, and Wiggles. Wiggles has gotten some clutch. Oh, watch out for that spy. Oh, does get the double backstabs. So great spy work there from Snack Attack, and still escaping with 13 health, so he's still lurking around somewhere. Picked up a large health back. Nice pyro positioning there. That's definitely where you want to be. You know, nail down that choke.
Our control point is being captured.
Broadcasters now starting to fall back again a little bit. The charges are even, which is very fortunate for the broadcasters playing defense here. Still just kind of a standoff situation. You know, I think something I want to talk about is that, like, attacking from middle to the second point. In 6v6, we see teams being a lot more forward about, like, getting into that yard. And I think maybe that's something, if this map's still new to some Highlander teams who haven't played it too much and are just playing very cautiously, which is smart, you know. Just play with solid fundamentals, solid mechanics, and you'll do fine. But blue team kind of, yeah, overstretching here. And if you actually, you know, get into the yard, you can kind of pressure a little bit more. I like where that blue sniper is. Oh, the Girardi just barely missing. I don't quite understand that. Sniper versus sniper. Oh, oh man, what a standoff. And Wiggle is getting the most of it. Got the health back as well. Pulls up his sight this time, and wow, finally gets Johnsy. Great sniper versus sniper there. That Girardi body shot on Hildreth was clutch. So Wiggles with a very, very clutch 2K there. But yeah, see, right where the blue team is right now, this is the yard area, and just, you know, this and the left side of it, and you can put a lot of pressure on a team. So I think, you know, really a lot of times if you're going to attack into 2, you need to use the positional advantage that the middle is giving you, and exert pressure on the second point. You know, you got to stay back and keep everything cool, keep everything fine, take care of your flanks, but, you know, exert pressure, you know, with your snipers. Obviously your spy's always going to be exerting pressure, but you know, the doorway, if you can allow your sniper to get in the doorway just a little bit, they're going to exert the pressure. Oh, and a back cap going down here. Red team, yeah, red team took care of it, but very low on players. Here comes an Uber. Ooh, good air blast. Wow. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Blue team just seconds away of having the opportunity to cap. Red team actually, you know, had to come in there clutch and stop the cap. But really tense stuff there, back and forth. 4-3, a final scoreline for the Inglorious broadcasters. Shout out to my man, Peter Mansbridge. We cast UGC Highlander live every Monday. You guys should check it out, and I will see you there. Peace out.